Welcome back to another video on Gearsaw Studios, and today I'm going to show you how to build a modern house. So that way you can have just a nice mixture between classical and futuristic. However, before I begin, remember, please like and subscribe, it really helps me out. So with that, onto the tutorial. And our palette is going to be quite simple. We're going to be using smooth quartz for a lot of it, which is surprisingly easy to get in large numbers, some glass, some acacia planks and dark oak planks for furniture. Then we have cyan terracotta for accents, and for our landscaping we're going to be using azalea bushes, well, the leaves. And you need a decently large flat area. Also, there is going to be a pool, but I've already done a pool tutorial, and of course, I'll be explaining it in very light detail, so if you care about that, then you should see something in the top right corner. For now, you need to start making the frame for your house, and then the front yard, which will have the pool. With the framing established, we now want to replace all the floors with acacia planks. And that's of course quite simple. So, you should also add a spiral staircase somewhere if you want to have a second floor. And I'm going to make this segment right here, outlining it right now with my cursor. I want this to have a second floor, so that way this area can have a balcony, and this can also be another second floor area, although you have to go outside to get to it. And otherwise, it looks quite nice. Then, replace the bottom parts of some walls with cyan terracotta. So you can see when we add windows, because a lot of modern houses have low down windows, then it looks less awkward when there's not grass under it. We're starting to get somewhere with our acacia floors, some of the windows being put in, where we have the cyan terracotta on the sides, and a spiral staircase. And you should really just continue doing what you're doing. Start making the second floors, and outside, you should also start making an outline for your pool. Of course, I've already made a tutorial on how to build a pool, but you should get some prismarine for it, and the surrounding area should be including calcite in it. Mainly because calcite goes well with the smooth quartz. But just keep going with whatever you're doing. And for our entrances, have quintuple layered carpets. So what I mean is have these excessively layered carpets because they prevent mobs from walking across. So just keep building upwards. I've expanded the pool area, and I have just more framing for this place. And in essence, what you want to do is just finish the entire frame. Well, really just the walls. Replace it all with smooth quartz. Because the idea of a modern house is the idea that it's really simplistic. So just replace all the walls with smooth quartz and add details as needed. So it's going to get quite expensive, but it's very easy to do. We have the general boxes we have. Well, they aren't very spectacular, and we need to start adding some details to them. And ways we can do this are these towers that just wrap around with some sort of accent in the middle, topping these places off with some gray concrete to provide a bit more contrast, so just a big layer of gray concrete, and just a couple of other things, but the combination of those two should help a lot. So I gave up with trying to use the gray top design, so I just went with a lot of these lines going through, and it seems to have worked out. You can see that it's less flat, and it provides a little bit of color in the build with our light blue terracotta. And it's not too futuristic because it's not so vibrant, along with the offset of the numerous windows. Of course, it's not completely done, but still. Now, we want to have some lighting, and sea lanterns are a pretty good choice for this, so speckle them around on the ceiling. With our ample lighting in here, it's now time to actually make this place functional. So, each area should be dedicated to something, such as this area to storage or something else, this area to enchanting preferably, And the upper floors to just general stuff such as armor stands, beds, things you'll need often. We have this place actually livable now, because we have some storage, albeit it's not glamorous at all. You can only do so much unless you have a basement. We have our bed, very nice looking bed at that. We have a jukebox for a little bit of musical stuff, in case you want to listen to the Minecraft OST, which is just amazing. Enchanting area with a chest for convenient lapis. Some furnaces, some emergency armor, albeit I'm kind of concerned if you manage to die 4 times in a row, and at that point maybe it's just worth leaving your stuff alone, and your typical crafting things. So, I'd consider this place pretty nice for now, but we need to add carpets. In order to do carpet, you first replace the ground with wool while we're doing 2 thick floors, and then we have a rim around it made out of gray carpet, or whatever colors you want, because you can actually place stuff in the middle, which is incredibly useful. So, along with using that and having chairs which look kind of like this, then we can start making this place look really nice. Don't forget to include stuff on the balcony and a couple of chairs outside by your incomplete swimming pool. With copious amounts of chairs, we have just a better looking place. The interior is for the most part done, and it has a nice contrast with the orange and blue. And what we want to do now is just work with the pool. I've already made a tutorial about this that I already talked about in the beginning, so just make a pit, fill it with prismarine, and then fill it with water. And don't forget to add some steps. We have a nice pool right here, not particularly detailed, but of course, if you're looking for a more detailed one, I have a tutorial. I'll also link it in the description. And one last thing we're going to have in the front. We want to have a cover up here. So, get a lot of trapdoors and completely decimate all your wood supplies, and have it go across like this. So, stacked around, and once you're at the end of it, so as soon as you're past the last chair, add some fences. Albeit you're going to have to place them a little differently actually, but still, you get the general idea. With your wood supplies now completely missing with our nice little roof, we have almost everything done with this build. And the only thing left is a small backyard. Albeit it could be a little bigger, water back here. And it's not particularly important. So, we want to place down a little bit of water and till a little bit of land around it. And then place more water, and your goal should be to have a couple of melon and pumpkin seeds. And once you have those, plant them around, and now you just have a quick low maintenance backyard. Provides a little bit of food, and it's also a little bit of decoration. We have a small garden back here. Not anything to really say about it, but I nearly forgot. We need some just bushes up here. And place down some moss to start it off. Then surround that moss in some dark oak trapdoors. And once you do that, then fold them up. And you want to have a lot of azalea leaves up here. Stack them around, or you could just be like me and use /fill. And once you have your /fill command done, then you want to texture it a little. So, of course, these are actually going to decay because they're command placed, so make sure to set their values to persistent, which you can do like this, and then you can actually texture it. Once textured, add a couple more around, and you'll be good. We have our azalea bushes done, which means our build is completely done. I'm currently using Slider's Vibrant Shaders on high mode, and we can see it's really nice. Albeit my pack isn't really updated that well, still, you can see it's just a nice looking build. Albeit, You could touch up on certain parts like this, which I'm just going to do real quick off camera. But overall, it's quite a cozy build. It serves its purpose, provides some nice lighting, safe place where it can be, and it's actually kind of functional despite being more looks. And with that, it's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video, remember, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. So, take care, enjoy your new modern house. Gearsaw out.